Welcome to Ida's video channel. In this video, I'll show you how to create profile view for the bulk water pipeline horizontal alignment. Profile view is the civil 3D terminology for longitudinal section, but profile view consists of the profile view and profile view bands, but you will see later on. To create a profile view, create a surface profile first. You can either go to Menu Profiles, Create Profile from Surface, or if you prefer using ribbons, you can go to Ribbon Home, Profile, Create Surface Profile. Both commands do the same. On the left top corner, specify the alignment you want to use. On the right hand side, specify which surface you want to create profile from. I want to use an NGL Otara. Then I click Add, and it creates a new surface profile. The default style is NGL. It gives me some details, and then I can click on Draw in Profile View. Here, under the General, I can specify again which alignment I want to use. There is a profile view name, and there is a profile view style. I'm designing bulk water pipeline, so I go to Pipe, Water, Levels at Structure, Band Set 1. There are also levels at structure and interval. This is a little bit too busy, and we have two band sets, Band Set 1, Band Set 2. You can choose whichever you prefer. If you go to IDO's help file, there's a template documentation which displays each and every band set to see what it contains, or you can play with it and see what it looks like. But this is a profile view style, and profile view style should match the band set which we will use here. Let me go to Next. Under the station range, you can specify whether you want to display profile view from the beginning to the end. I will leave it at automatic. Go Next. You can also specify the height, minimum and maximum if you use a user specified, but let's keep it automatic. Next. Under the profiles to display, if there were multiple surface profiles, you can specify whether you want to display them or not, but in this case it is very simple. Next. You see we have no pipe networks yet, so that's why it is grayed out. And under the data bands, as I mentioned, the profile view style should match profile view band set. This is a band set. This is the information that will be displayed underneath the profile view, as you can see here. Next, there is also an option to hatch the areas below and above specific profiles, but that's more for roads or for some specific scenarios. Let me click on Create Profile View, and I specify the location for the profile view. I would like to mention one thing. When we created profile from surface, let me go there again, there's an option Draw in Profile View. If by accident you cancel this window or you click OK and you want to create profile view only, you don't want to create new profile from surface, you can simply go to Profiles and then Create Profile View, and that will open very the same window. If you prefer using ribbons, go to Ribbon Home, Profile View, and then Create Profile View, and again this is the same window. Let's explore longitudinal section or profile view. You can see this is a profile view, and the information below profile view are profile view bands. There are some information. It is empty because we have no pipe network yet, so that's why it is empty. Some users prefer to keep it very light when they do the design, so there's an option to import no bands, so it will be much lighter, and we can try that. Let's do that. So let's go to Profile View Properties, and under the Profile View Properties, go to Information tab. This is a place where you can change the name, and you can also change the Profile View style. Under the Station, you can again change whether you want to start from beginning to the end, or if you want to display only specific range. Under the Elevation, you can again adjust the minimum and maximum profile view elevation. Then under the profiles, these are the profiles that are displayed in a profile view. And then under the bands, this is the band set which we currently display. There's an option to import new band set. And if you import no bands, then no bands will appear. And if you click OK, there is nothing. There's only this description. This description is there because it is part of the profile view, not profile view bands. So if there are no profile view bands, then there's a gap between them. It can be adjusted, or you can just leave it as it is. And there's one other thing which I would prefer to adjust, is that the profile view grid. It's a little bit too busy, and I can't see that easily the surface profile. And I would also like to display, if there is a horizontal change in direction, I want to see some kind of line in longitudinal section because I know there is a horizontal change in direction. So to do that, I select the profile view. When I go to Edit Profile View Style, then I go to Display tab, I scroll down, and there is a grid horizontal minor, grid vertical minor, so I tick them off, and there is a grid at horizontal geometry point. I tick it on. You can see it uses a green style dashed line. So if there is a green dashed line, this is where, for example, curve starts, curve ends, or there is a PI, point of intersection. So these are the horizontal changes in direction. If you want to add profile view labels, you can go to Profiles, Add Profile View Labels, Add Profile View Labels, or if you prefer ribbon, you go to Ribbon Home, Add Labels, Profile View, Add Profile View Labels. Again, use the very first option because that will open that new window, and you can specify the station elevation, depth, or projection type. I will use a station elevation. Then I will specify I want to change it in meters, and I can specify the style. I will use a standard, or sometimes I use none. Then I click Add, and I follow the command line. So select Profile View, then it says select station and select elevation, and it creates this label. And this label is dynamic, so you can move it around and it changes the chainage. And if you want, you can go to Properties window. Let me drag it over like that, and it's a little bit too busy, but I can select it and I can change the style for the label. So instead of chainage, I will display the elevation and chainage. And as you can see, that label displays both and it's dynamic, so you can. You have also an option, let me close this properties window, to add depth labels where you can specify whether you want to display slope or distance, some other options. So let me show some of the options. Then I go to select profile view, I select start point, end point, and I have a slope. So these are very briefly profile view labels.